Hello and welcome. Thank you for taking the time. First of all, a big thank you to all of you for my previous videos, especially the one that I did about Maui and the probable causes, of course, the conspiracy theory that I presented, your overwhelming response, your participation, your comments, whether they were in favor or against, it doesn't matter. What matters to me is you folks got involved and you participated, and this shows how aware people have now become, not because of the mainstream media. It's because of the social media and independent people talking to each other, reaching out, ordinary people such as you and I communicating and letting our thoughts out there, whatever we think, whatever we feel. That's the freedom that is in danger. But that's not my topic today. Today is going to be no conspiracy, nothing for you amazing people. Today I'm going to give my video a personal touch. I want to share something with you, especially my Canadian folks. So being a Canadian, I would like to address a very touching, a very hot, a very pointy subject that is like a thorn in everybody's side. I'm talking about immigration. As a recent immigrant, I'd like to share my story as to what I experienced back then and what I see in comparison to those days back then. I've been here not too long, a little over 11, 12 years. By the time I got here in Canada, my first impression upon arrival was these people are so friendly, so caring. Wow, I'm being welcomed with open arms. This was the first time ever that I got out of my country. I'm from a region or area, Southeast Asia. So how life is back there, a third world country compared to here, for me, this was heaven. Where I don't have to worry about security, where I don't have to worry about suppression of opinion, where I don't have to worry about freedom, where I don't have to worry about anything that compromises my basic rights. There was not as much population. The system wasn't as overwhelmed and broken. So I'm talking about the region where I reside, Toronto. Toronto was beautiful back then. Not that it's not right now, it's still beautiful. It wasn't just as broken and overused and overwhelmed as it is today. Very few traffic jams, and that too usually would come up due to a crash or an emergency roadwork that would be set up and wrapped up in record time. It won't just linger on there like forever. It was a lot. I would say the population wasn't that much. It was less crowded, less traffic on the road, affordable. That was the big word that back then wasn't as common because people didn't know what times are coming over. But it was very affordable. Like, I'll give you an example. I was earning like $700 and some bi-weekly back then. And I was renting. It was still going on. I had kids, family, wife, everybody was doing well. Didn't have to look for a second job. And this wasn't like, I'm talking about not too long ago, just 10, 12 years ago. Now, how I got here was through immigration, and of course, members of my family who had gotten here earlier, they were helping, and they said like, oh, you know, our liberal MP and MPP, they are all for immigration, and I'll talk to them and they'll work on it. God knows whatever that MP or MPP did or they didn't do. It was just verbal dialogues that we are all for immigrants. We believe in getting families together as soon as possible, or we are all up for it to diversify our community. So back then I was very hyped when I got here. Oh wow, liberals are so good. And the picture that was painted about conservatives, this is back then when Harper was the prime minister. And the moment I got here, family, everybody's like, most of the immigrants' opinion was liberal good, conservative bad. And then liberals came into power. I was of the opinion that, oh, liberals are amazing, so I will vote for them. And since that time, I kept on voting for them. But then they got in power, and then slowly and steadily things got to where they are today. So I'm giving you my example, like how the voting system was hijacked, how immigration was used as a weapon. A lot of people may think that I'm being biased. A lot of people may think that he's a bigot, a racist. I'm not a racist. I'm just presenting you with what the facts are, given my own personal experience, personal touch, how the liberal vote grew. And now when I see other immigrants coming in, and when I visit other parts of Canada, even when I meet some immigrants who are Canadians but living in the US, for some reason, majority of them are somehow liberal supporters, and liberals only tooted their horn from that time when I got here: immigration, 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 nothing else. I didn't understand back then what the real motive was, but now I understand when I see the current situation, how it has gotten bad and how we are overwhelmed, overburdened, broken healthcare, broken economy, broken job market, broken infrastructure. Like everything is just like spend, 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 but gain nothing. Corruption to top it off. So that's my part of the story. Let me know what you think. How much of this you find to be relevant to what the situation is these days. Once again, thank you for watching. For my next video, I'm still choosing the subject, but that will be something that I would carefully choose not to make longer videos, because a lot of times people do run out of patience. But once again, thank you so much. God bless you all, and God keep you safe. Take care. Bye for now.